Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream book launch of Sharon Palmer Books. I'm going to be a co host for this evening. I'm just here to introduce really quick before we turn it over to Sharon and myself. Welcome. I'm going to be your captain, so if there are any technical issues or anything, then just yell at me in the comments and let me know. Hello! Yes, I love everyone saying hello in the comments and saying where you're tuning in from Oregon and Pennsylvania and everything. Oh, I'm so excited to be here with you guys. But we need to introduce our main woman, our woman of the evening, the wonderful, multi-talented author, YouTuber, and of course, my mother, Sharon. So let's get us both on here. Hello to you. Oh, I need to unmute you. Hold on. There you go. You're unmuted now.
I'm unmuted now, sweet.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited to see all of the people who are here. Oh, so exciting that I can't breathe. Oh,
yeah. Oh, Ashley's here. MJ, Will, Mary, Elizabeth, Lou, Ryan. Wow. Will, I don't even know if I said everyone. Cheryl.
I saw Cheryl.
Yeah.
And I saw Lou.
Yes.
After that, there's
breathing is recommended. Yeah, it's so
Thank
exciting
you, Lou,
to see.
did that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's so exciting to see all of you guys here. Our first question of the evening for you, Mom, is what are we doing here today?
Okay, so this, as you saw in your invitations, this is not only a book launch, it's also the 5th anniversary of when I first published Porridge and Prejudice. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm giggling because I told Miranda, I said, oh, I am an old hat at this because I've been doing YouTube for 4 months. So I've gotten rid of all of my ums and my ands and I just said how many ums in a row, but
yeah,
anyway.
Don't worry about it. We're amongst friends. Speaking of which, hello to Tiana and Kelsey. So don't worry too much about your ums.
Yes, 5 years ago, July 31st, I published Porridge and Prejudice. And Miranda, would you like to show them the cover? That was the first cover.
Yes, this is the very first cover, the first iteration.
And if you were to get on Amazon right now, you would see 3 different covers for this one book.
Or is it 3 different editions, maybe? That's probably not how it works, but
no, it's all the same book. It's just I have been lax in changing the cover on a couple of them.
Right.
So if it's Porridge and Prejudice, it's mine. Yes. If you get on Amazon. Now, the other reason why we're here, besides the fact that it's the 5th anniversary of Porridge and Prejudice's publishing, I am also celebrating the fact that you can now get Porridge and Prejudice anywhere books are sold, ebooks are sold.
Yeah. Yes, ebooks specifically right now.
What was that?
Oh, I was just saying ebooks specifically right now are available all over.
Right. And it's I lost my train of thought.
That's okay.
Ebooks, anywhere ebooks are sold. Even you can even borrow from the library.
Yes.
If you were to go to your Libby app, at some point I am going to have you all go to the Libby app. I'm going to wait until everyone is here, and then I'm going to have you go, because right now it's notify me if it ever comes on. Right. And I don't know how many notifications they need before they will order it for you to read.
That would be interesting to know, because that is interesting that how it works. Like that maybe a certain amount of people need to have requested it in order for them to actually make it available. Is what I'm assuming is how it works, but we don't know how many. So
right, that's what I'm. See, I don't know myself.
Right.
So but so in a minute we're gonna all get on our as one of the activities we're all gonna get on our Libby apps and request my book.
Should I have written that down? I'll be make a note
well,
for that for later.
Yeah, we'll do that one later. And as you will
Okay.
know, you will see that I am using my favorite cup that Ed gave me for Valentine's Day one year, and I am drinking my favorite tea, the Bengal spice tea.
Nice cup of tea. Love
So
that.
nice cup of tea. Yeah.
This is definitely the vibes of a book launch where we all just like kind of hang out. I was gonna say huddle up. I don't know about that. Hang out, get cozy, have a cup of tea. Just like chat about your book and about writing in general. That's totally the vibes for today. So I
That
love
is totally
that.
the vibe. So get your tea, everyone, and sit back and enjoy the ride.
Exactly. And actually, Lou made a very good point. That's a great segue into the thing I was going to say next. Lou was like, how to spell Porridge and Prejudice is the question, right? And we were having that problem ourselves. And I will tell you, we are planning on doing a giveaway later in the stream. And let me show you how to enter. You don't need to enter right now, but we will talk about this again in a couple of minutes. But we were thinking about putting a word, because all you need to do is comment the word Goldie specifically in the chat, and then I will add you to the giveaway and we'll do it later. But we were thinking about using the word porridge and was like, we don't even know how to spell the word porridge on a good day, let alone making other people do that. um,
When I was
so,
writing the description for this live stream, I had to go back and correct porridge about 6 times.
Yeah, right? Same. I mean, I didn't write the description, but I kept writing porridge in different places, and I was like, every time I'm like, I don't even know. And then Prejudice started looking weird. Anyway, it was a whole time.
Yeah, well, it just looks weird all the time to me too. But
yeah, awesome. Welcome, Aunt Darl. And yes, and for those of you just tuning in, everyone who's already here, we will be having this giveaway in a little bit. If you've never commented on YouTube before, this is how you get onto it. You have to sign in, create a channel, which doesn't really mean anything. They just make you do it, and then you can comment from there. So we will be talking about this again later, but I thought I would mention it now for anyone who needs to get set up to sign in and comment. But yeah, that's that. We'll get back to that later. But for one of our main events, we're gonna have a little bit of a Q&A. Does that sound all right with you, Mom?
absolutely.
Are you ready to some Q's?
As long as I don't have to mind my P's and Q's, we're
exactly.
good.
And I'm already seeing people say Goldie in the chat, which is perfect. So thank you for that. But yes, for the Q&A, you guys are welcome to ask questions yourself. I already have a few that I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask Sharon, but you are welcome to ask a few of your own and I will notice them. Yes, she is my mom.
We look so much alike. How could you not?
How would you not know? Anyway, yes. So for our first question, I would like to talk a little bit about Porridge and Prejudice since that's the book of the hour. And
yes, absolutely.
My first question is where is it available now? Because it's going wide now. Yes. And I actually know the answer to this one already. But
well, if you can think of a bookstore, an online bookstore, that's where it will be. Yeah. It will be in Barnes and Noble. At first, you're going to have to ask for it. You're going to have to say, that's hey, fair. I want to buy it from you. It's always been on Amazon and it always will be. So if you can't figure out this somewhere else, then Amazon's going to be your fallback, your plan B or whatever. But Apple Books, Google Play.
Let me show everyone. I've got this little infographic, I guess, is what you call it. This is what the new cover looks like, and here's at least some of the places it's available, as you were saying, Mom. Apple Books, and I don't know what else you were going to say, but you can see, as far as I know, these are the places it's available, but I didn't put Amazon on there, so there might be a few other places.
Yeah, well, Amazon, Amazon is, you can still get it there. Yeah. Kobo, right under Apple Books, is one of the things I'm most excited about because that is a worldwide database, library, whatever store.
Cool.
And so anybody in the world now has access to this ebook. And
Perfect.
my plan is by the end of the year, all of my books will be available in all the stores
Yeah.
as ebooks. I'm
Oh,
still
I
working
can
on
take
print
this.
books, man, because right now Amazon's the best price for print books. But I'm still
Right.
looking to see if I can get them into get them printed. I'm planning on having a store set up by the end of the year too on my website,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can buy them directly from me. And if you buy
Get
them
some print
directly from
books.
me,
Yeah.
the print books, yeah, if you buy them directly from me, then I will sign them before I send them to you.
Oh, well, that's really cool. That's nice. I love that. It's all good, Lou. Just a side note. And then, yes. What my next thought? You ready for the next question? Did you have any other thoughts about where it's available now?
Where it's available now?
Yes.
No, I think that's pretty it. Anywhere
Yes.
where ebooks are sold.
And I think that is a good idea, Lou, for screenshotting because I will show this again later. But if anyone wants to screenshot it really quick so you have a reference, you can do that really quick. So there's that infographic isn't even the right term, but there's that. If
Isn't?
you need a
Isn't it?
reference. I don't think it's technically an infographic. I guess it is giving information and it is technically a graphic. Anyway.
Yeah.
Ashley in the comments says Ingram Spark allows you to have a direct sale link that still does print on demand if that's helpful to you. So, thank you
That is helpful. Is
from
that
one
okay?
indie author
Ashley,
to
we need
another.
to. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead,
Yes.
mom.
All right. I
Yes.
need to talk to you. I've been meaning to for a very, very long time
Yes.
because I'm basing everything on my website as far as me selling print books on what you have done because I love
Well,
what you
yes.
do. So, all right.
She is
Um,
a good resource. Another great indie author here. We've got several indie authors here in the chat, so that's awesome.
yeah.
Um, but yes. Okay. So next question I've got for you is where did this book, Porridge and Prejudice, come from?
Okay, there are several of you who have heard this story probably several times, but it's one of my favorite stories to tell.
Mm.
Oh, golly. It had to have been 6 years ago. I was at a writers' get together where we were, well, it might even been longer than that. But anyway, we
Mm.
were getting together for dinner and to talk about what was happening in everybody's lives and things like that. And there were several authors who were having their books published
Mm.
traditionally, but they were all fairy tale retells.
Ah.
And I was sitting next to a gentleman. I don't remember his name, or I would give him lots of credit for lots of things. And I mentioned to him that I wanted to write a book in or a story in every genre. And he said, and so he and I sat down and we talked about, since it's a fairy tale retelling kind of theme, even though, it was like, it was always Cinderella or Snow White or
Right.
Sleeping Beauty, Rapunzel. Those four were the top ones at the time. I mean, Cinderella, I don't even know why. Anyway, um, I do have to say, okay, tangent.
Yes. Tangent away.
I do have to say that Ever After is my favorite Cinderella storytelling.
Right.
Reselling.
That's
That
a
one
good
is my
one from what I
favorite.
remember.
I,
Yeah.
I yeah. Okay. So back to my story. So we were talking about, well, what fairy tales would you do?
Right.
And what could you do? Something really off the wall. And so I said Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And
Yeah.
so while all of these wonderful writers and authors and people that we loved were talking about their books, we were sitting in the corner just going
Yeah.
coming up with our own with plots
Yeah.
for every genre.
I love that. That's so fun.
except for except for romance. And he
Ah.
says, I don't know what you would do for romance, but I know what you'd call it. You
Yeah.
call it Porridge and Prejudice.
That's funny.
Yeah. And so Porridge and Prejudice, the
That's how it
idea
was
was
born.
I was challenge accepted. I am going to
Yeah.
write a romance.
About the three Bear brothers,
Bears. Yes.
Behr.
Yes, the three Bear
Yeah.
brothers and Goldie Callahan,
Yes.
who was their cook.
Yeah. That's really funny, and I love it. I love that backstory for this. And what an interesting twist on a retelling, like, yeah, it is interesting. I would think that mystery might be the one that a lot of people would go to, or something like, I don't know what they would do. I don't know what I would do if I were to rewrite Goldilocks and Three Bears, but I love how you twisted it and made it a romance. That's so much fun.
Yeah,
But
it was fun to write, and it was fun to try to come up with how connections to the fairy tale.
yeah, yeah,
It
for
was really
sure.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things about retellings of fairy tales, or like, just retellings of, you know, other story, whatever, where it's like a nod to it, but not a direct retelling. It's like noticing all the little connections. Like, that is so much fun. I love that.
Yeah.
But okay, so my next question for you that I've been curious about, because it has been quite a minute since I read this book, is there any relation to Pride and Prejudice? Because it's, the title of the book, Porridge and Prejudice, obviously is a nod to that. So I was curious if there's anything related to it in the story.
Not directly.
Not directly. Yeah, fair enough.
There's a theme of prejudice
Mm,
because Max, the oldest Bear brother, is
mm.
always talking about how Goldie is too young.
Okay.
She was really young, and that you know she the only reason why he took her at 20 years old to
To
be
come
their
work for
cook,
him. Yeah.
it was because he couldn't find anybody
He was
else.
desperate. Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
So
Interesting. Okay, so there is a little bit of this,
there
like,
is a little
making
bit.
judgments about people without actually knowing them at first, and then,
Yes.
getting to know them over time. Like, that kind of theme of Pride and Prejudice is in there.
Exactly.
I love
Yes,
that.
that is definitely the theme. That is definitely the theme, and
Yeah.
it takes them the
Uh,
whole entire book to get it figured out.
nice. Well, we got Lou in here saying, I just got about 24 friends to click notify me on the Libby app. Might have more incoming. Way to rally the troops, Lou. That's
Lou, you're a
amazing.
doll. Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
fantastic. Also, I'm loving Mary Elizabeth's the Goldilocks and the Three Bears emojis. That's so lovely. Uh, okay, well, I have one more question for you, but if anyone else has any questions for our little Q&A, feel free to ask away in the comments, and I will ask them after my last question. Which is just in general, but also in Pride and Prejudice. How do you come up with names for your characters? I'm always curious how authors do that.
Well, this particular book, I was very careful.
Mm,
Um,
interesting.
Goldie Callahan.
Yeah.
She was named after Goldie Hawn, but Goldilocks, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So they're
And
both.
Callahan actually means bright haired.
Oh, okay. That's
So
cool.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, that makes
And then
sense.
Max was just Max. He just
Max,
was Max.
he
That's
just
just
was born a Max, and
yes,
will always be a Max to the
yes.
max.
Armel, the middle brother,
Mm-hmm.
um, his his name actually means bear prince in a
Oh.
Gaelic in a Gaelic
Hmm.
uh, not in Gaelic, but in a what is it called? Where it's adjacent. What's it? Dialect.
Oh, dialect. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I was
Gaelic
like, I
dialect.
don't even know.
I think it's called Breton or something like that, or
Okay.
Brayton or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was just anyway. I was looking through boys' names and I was looking for. I looked for names that meant bear.
Right.
So basically, Armel, if you were to be in English, is Bear Prince Bear.
Oh, cool. Well, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, then what about the other brother, which is also
The
pretty
other
obvious?
brother, whose name is Theodore and goes
Yeah.
by Teddy.
Teddy. That
Teddy
one's
Bear,
so funny. And
yes.
I love that as the youngest brother. Like, that's such a youngest brother of the Bears vibe. I love that.
Yeah. But so I was really careful with the names in these.
Yeah.
I did name um, Goldie's little brother after my brother Kevin.
Nice.
I don't think he knows that. maybe
Yeah.
I ought to maybe I ought to gift him a book and say, here, here's.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think the rest of them I just picked them out of a hat. But I made sure that the main
Yep.
characters, and I try in all of my books for the
Yes.
main characters they have a meaning.
Yeah.
I guess it
I
has a
like
tie
that.
into the except for the Macy books. In the Macy books, they just came to me
Yeah.
full blown.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not a
but anyway.
published author by any means, but I do dabble in writing a bit, and I feel like it's one of the two. Like, either you're like, I want to go find a name that has meaning, or it just comes to you. Like, that character is just that name. Like,
yeah, and
like,
there's no getting
yeah.
out of it. You just have to work around it or
Yeah.
something.
But that can be really fun. But
In
to find
in
those,
my Good Shepherd books,
yeah.
the main character is Mikhail, and I knew I wanted his name to be Michael.
Yeah.
And so I had him in, he says, I'm Michael.
Right.
And so anyway, but that's how the Bear Brothers came to be.
Perfect. Well, we do have some questions from people in the chat, so maybe we'll
sweet.
do not necessarily a rapid fire, but we do have some other things planned. So I'll ask these questions. You can keep it a little bit short. Do what you want with it. It's your live stream, but
all right. Well, I really want to try to keep this to an hour.
Yeah, yeah. But we've got a few questions.
Yeah, if we go over, I can't go past 9:30. There's just no way.
Yes, that is fair. We've got a hard cutoff at 9:30, so.
Yes, we have a hard cutoff.
But we do have a couple of questions. So, first of all, Mary Elizabeth is asking, do you have any plans for a sequel? And additionally, do the other brothers get true love? Because she ends up with one of the brothers. Who knows which? Big question.
Yeah, and the other two brothers get true love. Well,
Yes.
I really had not thought about it. It was a one and done.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it was my Goldilocks love story. I moved on and told a Goldilocks crime short story.
Right.
Just Right for Trouble is one of the Goldilocks stories.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I thought I saw a question in the chat about if you were going to do any more retellings of fairy tales, but I don't know where it went. But so that does answer my question though. Are you going to do any more Goldilocks ones?
Yes, absolutely. I want to write one in every genre if I can.
love
Except
that.
for erotica, I will not write erotica. I don't know how.
Yeah, fair enough. Romance is close enough for you.
Yeah. Romance is hard enough.
Yeah.
Right now, and I might mention it later, I am working on another fairy tale.
Cool,
In fact, it's
awesome.
a real fairy tale one. But anyway.
Yeah.
It's even in an enchanted forest.
Ooh.
But,
Love an enchanted forest.
I'll talk about that when I say what's coming up next.
Okay, that sounds good. Also, hello to Deborah and Austin who are lurking. Welcome. Let's see. We've got. Oh yeah, there's the question. Will you write more genre, or it wasn't, how am I? Anyway, sorry. Will you write more genre fairy tales?
Yes. But it won't always be, it might not always be Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but but for the time being, it's easy. I already know Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and anyway, I can twist it to my own evil designs.
I love that. I'm going to ask you just a couple more questions. This one, I'm just going to combine two of them from Lou and Ashley. The first one is, did you picture like any particular appearance for your characters while writing them? And then Ashley asked, who was your favorite character to write?
Oh, wow. In this book. Okay.
Yes, in this book.
I did have a general idea of what I wanted everyone to look like. But I keep my characters really vague so that when they do the movie adaptations, they can just have whoever they want,
I love that.
whoever's popular at the time
Thinking
or
ahead,
whatever.
that's a smart move. Except for
I
we
mean,
know that
Goldilocks, of
Goldilocks,
course,
yeah, has to be blonde. Yeah.
has to be blonde. Yeah. I
Of
mean,
some sort.
she could be a blonde Asian girl. I mean,
Yeah. That would be cool.
dyed her hair blonde or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care. I
Yeah.
just, but no,
That's so awesome. That would be kind of fun to see. But
no.
let's see. Yeah. So your favorite character? Oh no, that was yeah. Did you have a favorite character to write? That was the other.
A favorite character to write in this book?
Yes.
I really love Teddy.
Teddy is a sweetie.
Yes, he is. He's just a teenager, and he's an older teenager. He's like 17, right? Is that how old he is? Something like that. 16 or something. He turns 17 in the middle of the book.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's all right.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna take these last two questions, and then if anyone else has any other questions, we will see if we have time later. But Lou also asked, do you want to put a blurb in Storygraph? My peeps are wanting trigger warnings too, if possible. So are you gonna put? Oh. Yeah, Storygraph is a book website, right? I'm not that knowledgeable. It's like Goodreads.
It's like Goodreads. Yeah, it's okay. Not. If you guys want to know more about Storygraph, my first video was about Storygraph. Oh
yeah, that's right. It was, yeah.
On my YouTube channel, on this channel. So if you want to know more about Storygraph, yes, I should.
You could put blurbs up there for all your books if you haven't yet.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Though there is a bet between the two older brothers, who could get her to bed first.
Oh right. So there is a little bit of mature content. No, nothing explicit. But
there's no explicit scenes, and there's probably one or two swear
sexual
words.
themes in a way, but yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just I don't know. There weren't trigger warnings for me, and I'm really triggery, so
yeah, that's
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty great. What was I gonna say? That's good to know.
Yes, Lou. I will get that up.
Awesome.
Let me write it down and put it on my list of things to do.
And then Darrell said, "I'm seeing a theme here: bears and Teddy." You are correct, because it's a Goldilocks and the Three Bears theme, so that makes sense. And then I did have one more question from Ryan, and then we will move on to our next segment. So let me know when you're ready for your next question. But
I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. Okay, awesome. I was gonna say, Lou says Storygraph is like Goodreads but better, and then Cheryl says you're awesome. You look beautiful, which is very nice.
Oh,
very kind of you. But yes, last question for our Q&A for now. What is your general approach to writing? From Ryan. I don't know, how do you begin with that question? Like the writing process?
My general process.
General approach to writing is how he
my general approach to writing is this. I live my life, and suddenly I go, oh, that's a good idea for a story. And I write it down as fast as I can. So I have a big notebook of story ideas. Or sometimes, but anyway, so that's how I get my ideas usually. Something's happened and it goes, ooh, that'd be good. Or somebody will walk by. For instance, well, actually, I was at the symphony.
Yeah.
And the bass player was this beautiful redhead.
Yeah.
And I thought, I need to write a story about this beautiful redhead. And I haven't done it yet, but I will. Yeah. She will not be Ariel.
Yes.
but she might.
Beautiful redhead bass player.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll have her be a bass player.
She was just inspiring as a person.
Oh my gosh, she could be a bass player in a rock band.
Ooh, I like that. We're getting new ideas here live.
Bass player in a rock
Write
band.
it down. Write it down.
Got it. Get it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Lou was saying that apparently your writing, Mom, is being likened to Nita Prose. So I'm assuming that there's something that kind of compares authors, maybe on Storygraph, I'm not sure. And Nita Prose is one of their favorite authors, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's way cool. I've
Yeah.
heard of Nita Prose. I have not yet read anything.
Yeah.
But I will.
Ashley says, book title idea, all about that bass.
All about the bass. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All about that bass.
Yeah, Deborah also likes the idea. That's fun. I do have another question from Darrell. If you'd like to answer one more question for the Q&A. I keep saying we're going to wrap it up, but it's up to you if you want to answer this one now or maybe later if we have time.
Who was the question? Sorry, I was
from Darrell. Yeah.
Oh, Darrell. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
What was the question?
Okay, one last question. We'll rapid fire this question and then we're going to make some porridge. So,
yes.
Okay. Darrell asks, are you disciplined about blocking out time for writing every day or are you a procrastinator? Or like some of us, a mix of both. That's fine.
Yes. No, I thank you for asking that because I did not finish my process. My process is to find a buddy who will sit with me. And usually it's a fellow writer, thank goodness. Shout out to my writing buddies, Will and Sandy.
Yeah.
Who meet, and Miranda.
Yeah.
And Liz sometimes when she has a moment.
Yeah.
You guys are always there, and if I get anything done, it's because of you.
That's a good way to stay motivated and try to beat procrastination is just set out some time with some people, some casual, what's the word? Accountability.
Yes. Casual accountability. That's it. It's like, hey, what are you going to write today? Okay. Yeah. And then we see you on the other side and we write for a couple hours and then we come back together. It's like, how'd you do?
Yeah.
Got 1,000 words. I've never said that, but my personal best, I think, was 800 at this point, even after 2 hours, because I spend a lot of time trying to get into the groove.
Yeah, I think that's relatable to a lot of writers. Yeah. So, okay, well, how about if you want to go ahead and get set up for Porridge, I'm going to put the camera to just me for a minute so you can get yourself set up for Porridge. Just give me a holler when you're ready. And I will entertain the chat for a minute while you're doing that.
Okay, entertain them with those facts about Porridge. Interesting facts.
Interesting facts. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You go ahead. Actually, the thing is, the chat's going to entertain me because what I'm going to do while you're setting up for Porridge is just read the chat.
Oh, okay.
We've got Darrell giving us essentially a recommendation. She says that she loves Nita Prose. The Maid is one of the books that she likes.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Lou is saying that there's a personalized will you like this based on other authors you like thing on Storygraph. And it told me you're like Nita Prose. That's really cool. I like that.
I do too.
Yeah. Storygraph seems like it's a really good thing. I haven't used it yet, but I might have to look into it at some point. Will is saying buddies forever, and then Dreamwrite Learn Services, which I'm kind of assuming is Sandy. I don't know for sure.
Yes.
Says that it helps us as well. The accountability buddy, as Lou puts it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Melody is saying chat. That gives me a lot to work with. Thank you, Melody. And also, Darrell, thank you for the compliment. That's very sweet. Is this entertaining, Melody? Now you're just like playing with me. The Maid is a trilogy. Okay, that's good to know. If you're not ready to get sucked into 3 books, or maybe you should just get ready to get sucked into 3 books because it sounds like it's good. So,
Gamer.
Oh, you're ready already? Okay, awesome. Yeah. Let me turn it over to Mom for the Porridge Cam. Porridge Cam, here we are. You're a little bit askew. Would you like to change your camera angle just slightly?
How am I askew?
Yeah, I mean, you're fine, but
do I need to move it this way?
Angle your camera just slightly. Yes, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
That's perfect. You've got all of my ingredients in here?
Yes. Also,
welcome to the Porridge and... Oh, are you ready?
No, yeah, I'm ready now. Sorry.
To the Porridge and Prejudice cooking show.
Yay!
All right. For those of you you who don't know, porridge is just oatmeal or cream of wheat or cornmeal mush. It's a grain, a smooth grain, usually hot, can be cold. All right.
That's what, sorry, I was going to say there was a porridge information sheet that my mom sent me, or like blog thing, and essentially it said that porridge is any grain that's like mashed essentially, and then it usually heated, but sometimes cold. So there you go.
Sometimes cold.
Just to add on to yours.
Yeah, if it's cold, it's because it's been sitting out for a while.
Yeah.
I myself, as a child, had many a bowl of cold cereal, cold oatmeal. And I kind of liked it that way.
Fair enough. That's how you eat it now, is cold, right?
My dad would get up almost every morning and cook us oatmeal, but he got up at the ungodly hour of 5:30. And we were never up before 8. So there you go. All right. So what I'm going to do for you today, and you have the recipe up, right?
I do have the recipe up on the screen.
Okay. All right. I am making my cold overnight oats for you tonight. So first of all, I have my pint jar with the plastic lid. I don't like the metal rings because they rust.
Oh, I was wondering why you specified plastic. I thought that was interesting.
It's a personal thing because I don't like it getting rusty. So I take, this is my quarter cup that stays in the cupboard with my oats. I take a quarter cup of oats and I put it in the jar. And I mix it all up. Not yet, but I will. All right, so there's my oats, and we'll just shove that out of the way. Okay.
Perfect.
Then, this is a recent thing because Miranda had this beautiful bag of chia seeds in the cupboard, and I got curious about them, and so I started adding them to my oats. So I take a tablespoon of chia seeds. Okay, we're getting low. It's already on the shopping list, on Ed's shopping list for us to get chia seeds. And these little buggers like to stick to the spoon, so I do a lot of tapping. There we go. There, it's clean now. Okay, shove that aside. Good. Then I like to take a big pinch of almonds. Now it could be any nuts. It can be any nuts, but I like to do almonds. But I don't like them with skins on them because they get stuck to the roof of my mouth, and then I'm spending the rest of the day going like that. So, all right. So there's a big pinch. Is that big enough? There we go.
Also, you're going to have to look at the comments when you're done with your porridge thing because we've got some really funny comments going on and some porridge-related questions that we can address in a minute. I just thought I would tell you, but proceed with your...
We're going to be busy. All right.
Yes, proceed with your instructional porridge tutorial.
Well, we are now halfway through.
Yes.
All right, so now I add a half a cup of water. Now I add a half a cup because those chia seeds suck up a lot of moisture. So I'm gonna run over here. You probably can't see me.
We can still see you.
You can get the water running. There's a half a cup. All right, and I'm done with my half cup measure or my quarter cup measuring. I'll throw it over there too. Okay, so now here is where you guys get to see me as you know me. In the recipe, it says 3 seconds of
steady pour of maple syrup. Yeah.
But I used all my maple syrup, so I am going to substitute Yostaberry jelly. Or if you are Scandinavian, thoroughly Scandinavian, it'd be Yostaberry jelly.
Oh, really?
So I'm
That's
going.
funny.
This is I borrowed this jelly. Well, I stole this jelly. I stole this jelly from Miranda.
You
All
borrowed
right.
my jelly. When are you
So
gonna
we're
return
gonna.
it? Just kidding.
And this is where I go, you know what? Let's do a giant tablespoon and maybe a little more. Don't use it all because Miranda needs to have a little bit in the bottom.
Save a little
She
bit
can't
for the
know.
Miranda.
She cannot know that I
Yes.
even putting her jelly in my oats.
Nobody tell
All right.
Miranda.
All
The
right.
jelly has
So
been
now
stolen.
we have this
Exactly, Deborah.
lovely
Stolen jelly.
concoction here. The next thing we will add, and here's another thing, is the yogurt. I usually put Greek yogurt in, but this Tillamook yogurt looked better and was cheaper at the store. So I have vanilla bean yogurt. So technically, for the sweetness, I don't need the Yostaberry jelly, but it's okay. We're gonna have it all.
It's okay to have a little bit of extra double sweet sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now this is a little bit. Okay, so that's half of a big glob. There's another half of a big glob, and there's another half of a big glob. All right.
That seemed like 3/2 of a big glob, but I wasn't paying close
well,
attention.
you know, math.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah.
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 Not a
yeah.
doctor either. Okay.
Not a doctor
All right.
either.
This is now where I will stir this up. Now, why stir it up before you put the berries in? Because it's a pain in the neck to stir berries, especially frozen ones, which I don't think they're frozen anymore. But it's a pain in the neck to get everything. Because I mean, you gotta get the jelly off the bottom of the jar. Oh wow, that was almost a song. You gotta get the jelly off the bottom of the jar, and you gotta make sure that the chia seeds are getting all the moisture that they can get around them. And once it's all mixed up really, really well, these are my berries. It's not a red Solo cup.
It's just a mystery thing in there. No, it's just blueberries.
I'm gonna put all of these berries in. Ooh, that looks interesting. That's kind of cool art. Anyway, sorry. Distraction. All right. A little bit. Okay. And now it's going to be a pretty purple.
Nice. I love that.
Then you make sure that all the chia seeds and oats are in their bottle where they belong. You put the lid on, and you put it in the fridge.
Yes. Wait, hold on. Before you do that, Ryan wants to see a close-up when you are done, which you are done. So...
a close-up of my...
Yeah. A close-up. Yeah. Look at that. Getting all purple in there.
Yeah.
It looks kind of interesting
morning,
from the outside.
Tomorrow morning it will be like a freshly set up pudding texture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was one of the questions a minute ago, is if you could warm it up in the morning. I believe someone asked.
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely.
And
absolutely,
also,
you could warm it up in the morning.
Someone asked what kind of, as Mary Elizabeth asked, what kind of oats, instant rolled, steel cut. Does it matter?
They're just regular. No, it doesn't matter. I just use regular oats. I don't know. It's great value, old-fashioned oats.
And then Will wants to know, are you going to mail us our portion?
You gotta make your own, buddy. You gotta make your own.
Oh, beautiful. But yes, then you put it in the fridge.
Put it in the fridge, and you eat it first thing in the morning. I get so excited. To have. Here, let me change this. Anyway, I get so excited to have breakfast that I even passed up cold pizza to eat this.
Wow. That's a high testament.
Those of you who really know me, that's my favorite Mother's Day breakfast is cold pizza.
Yeah, that's so true. It's a great, breakfast. Okay, I'll switch it back to me while you're getting yourself set back up.
Okay.
But yes, lots of good fun things in the comments. A lot of things that I missed, but pretty purple porridge. Say that 3 times fast. Well, I don't know if I can. Tiana asks, is the next book also a sing-along? There's so many other things that we didn't get a chance to comment on, but the chat, you guys are all so funny and entertaining. So yes, the chat is entertaining, Melody. To answer your question from forever ago. Okay. Oh, are you back now? Sorry, I can switch it
Yeah,
to
I'm back now, but I'm enjoying the chat.
Yes. Yes, Tillamook, Oregon shout out. There could be the next book about stolen jelly. Next book title, Stolen Jelly. Lou said it could be a retelling of Red Riding Hood. Anyway, these are all so great.
Disney musical. Oh my gosh, this is so great.
Yeah, you guys are very funny. I think did someone else have a Porridge question before we move on? Let me see where it was. I think it's all right if we don't find it, but I think it was essentially, and we did kind of answer it. Deborah asked what the difference between porridge, grits, and cream of wheat. It's like any grain. I don't know what grits is really, but any grain kind of mashed and eaten.
And then it's usually a smooth texture when you get done, and creamy.
Yeah. And also on the blog thing that you sent to me, Mom, it was mostly about Scottish porridge, and apparently pure Scottish porridge is always oatmeal with water and salt, and that's it.
But
that's like the purest version. There's lots of other varieties, but thank you for doing your porridge tutorial. That's something new that I've learned, is that overnight oats technically porridge. Who knew? Amazing.
Okay, I gotta know, who's Dizzy Fish?
Yeah, welcome, Dizzy Fish. And then Lou, I totally support you changing your YouTube name to Pretty Purple Porridge.
Pretty Purple Porridge.
Jared, welcome, Jared, the Dizzy Fish. But okay, so we are getting closer, like we're gonna start wrapping up in a minute, but we have a couple of things first. I want to mention the giveaway one more time. Oh, Sandy Sun, nice to have you here.
I figured that's who. When you said Jared, I figured that must be.
I was like, I think I've heard that name before.
I'm glad you're here, Jared. By the way.
Yes, welcome. I would like to mention the giveaway one more time because let me go to that one. If you haven't yet, go ahead and type the word Goldie in the chat if you'd like to win either. We're going to give away several ebooks of Porridge and Prejudice, and then a couple of other physical copy books.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to get those. By my mom.
That's okay. It's all right. As long as you know which ones you want to give, hypothetically.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true.
So we're going to do that. So yes, if you haven't gotten a chance, type the word Goldie into the chat so that I can get those set up. Yeah. And then, so while I'm getting the giveaway set up, you're going to go ahead and read an excerpt from your book, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe two. It just depends on how long it takes me to get it set up.
Well, it's gonna take me a second to find. I found the spot.
Yeah.
That I wanted to read.
Yeah.
And then I kept reading.
And then you kept reading, and you're like, oh.
Yes, and so I kept reading, and so now I have to go back and find where I was.
That's
so
too funny.
You might have to give me just a second. It was in chapter 1. I don't know. How many of you guys have read this book?
That's a good question. I know Lou said that they probably aren't going to enter because they've already bought all of them. So.
Oh, I love you so much.
Lou's so great. Well, I will, let me see really quick what I was going to say. Oh yeah. How many have you read? Wait, hold on. What am I trying to say? You asked if anyone has read this already. How many of you have read it? Yes, that's the question. Great question. Also, I'm seeing you guys type Goldie in the chat. Awesome. Thank you. We've got as long as up until Mom finds the excerpts she's going to read, that's how long people have to enter, essentially, because then I'm going to start typing them in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just like...
No, you're good. Melody, Melody says she has read it several times very thoroughly, coming from the person who I'm assuming was an editor in it.
Yes, she is my editor.
Yes, that was what Deborah asked. is Melody, were you providing editing assistance? And yes.
Okay, that wasn't it. It was when they all came down for breakfast. So
Okay. Well, that's a great. I mean, that's perfectly thematic. You know, porridge, breakfast, and you
yeah,
just
that's
made
part of the
overnight
reason why
oats.
it introduces all of the characters pretty well.
Yeah.
And so, but now I can't find it.
Do you want to instead? Do you want to do the pick a number kind of excerpt like we did last time, or what are you thinking?
Uh, Maybe we ought to do that.
Okay.
I'm really disappointed in myself that I didn't go back and try to find what I wanted to
Yeah,
read.
it happens. No
Okay, somebody
worries.
give me a number between one and one,
Somewhere like
yeah,
halfway
one
through
and
the
then
book, because no spoilers
yeah,
towards
one
the
and
end.
12. 112 is what pages I've got.
So someone in the chat pick a number between 1 and 112. Aunt Darl says page 5, paragraph 3.
Page 5,
um,
paragraph 3.
Thanks for being here, Lou. You
There's
are
only
always
one.
welcome. Sorry, Lou's
There's
hopping
only
off, so
one
I thought I'd say
paragraph
bye.
on that page.
Oh, there's only one paragraph? Okay. Well, there are also other options in the chat if you want to pick them, but I am going to excuse myself for a minute so I can go get
Okay.
that
All
giveaway
right. No,
set
I'm
up.
gonna keep the. I'm gonna keep the page 5.
Perfect.
And I'll just read until you're back again. How's that?
That sounds great.
All right. Max Baer hired Goldie solely on the basis of her resume. He couldn't bother to interview. No time. Just get someone here. He was tired of Armel's attempt at French cuisine. It was heavy, tasteless junk with no meat. He offered Goldie the job as a temporary fix to give him time to find a suitable long-term solution. He glanced at the wall clock above the sink. Goldie had arrived some time ago. Her rattletrap of a car made a howl like a wolf on the hunt when it stopped. The gate hadn't opened, and when he looked next, the car still sat where she parked it, and Goldie was nowhere to be seen. He left his room and headed to the kitchen. It was a 10-minute trip from his bedroom in the East Wing. He arrived fully expecting to see Goldie preparing breakfast. He salivated at the thought of ham or bacon or even sausage. It had been weeks of oatmeal from Armel, or as Armel called it, porridge. He thought it was ironic. Max thought it was disgusting. There was no Goldie. In frustration, he went to the side door to search the grounds for her. How could someone get lost from the front gate to the side of the house? She must be some kind of special stupid. He gave clear directions on how to open the gate, which door to come in, where to park, and her expected arrival time. She was 20 minutes late. Now breakfast was going to be late. He grunted in disappointment. Just as he reached the door, it opened slowly, and what Max took as a small child peered inside. She screamed when she saw him. He jumped, only for someone so big it was more like a twitch. Come in, girl, he snarled. You're going to wake the house. Goldie scanned the dark recesses of the kitchen as she stepped in. She didn't want to wake this dark, brooding house. Who was to say what would come out of the woodwork? You're late, Max scrutinized Goldie. She seemed very young, maybe too young for this job. He sighed. There was no going back to the drawing board on this one. Goldie was the most qualified, and the best part was she wasn't around from the area and so didn't know the family history. He did like what he saw, though. Although young, she was fit and capable looking. Her resume said she cooked for Boy Scouts. By the way, I got that from Tiana and MJ. Cooked for Boy Scouts. Oh no, dang nabbed, I lost my spot. If she could cook for that many boys, she could cook for the 3 of them plus any guests. Her blonde hair caught up in a ponytail cascaded down her back almost to her hips. Her face, devoid of makeup, was open and friendly, though her eyes showed hesitation and a little fear. Good girl, be only a little afraid, but there was no need to be terrified. Goldie cleared her throat. Before I get started, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. I realize it's only temporary, and that's okay. I need a good reference for culinary school, but I mentioned that before. I don't need to mention it again. So thanks again for your help. I want to do a good job for you. I guess I better go to work then. She crossed over to one of the refrigerators and opened it. It was empty except for a cube of butter and a dozen eggs. She searched, yes, a typical bachelor's refrigerator. She searched the other 3 refrigerators and the 2 walk-in freezers and only found odds and ends. How have you been feeding yourself? She asked. Turning from the near empty cupboard, she smiled at Max. I guess I need to go shopping today. Do I have a budget? And do you have a preferred place for me to shop? Uh, Max hadn't thought of a budget. They've never needed one. Just buy what you need. Charge it to the house. Go anywhere. Price is no object. Are scrambled eggs and hash browns okay for this morning? She asked when she found some potatoes in the pantry. And what time is breakfast? Max glanced at the wall clock. It was already 6. Breakfast is at 7 every morning, even on the weekends. You will have Sundays off. As we discussed, there is a suite of rooms for you in the servants' wing. You are the only live-in servant we employ. Mrs. Davenport comes in every day to clean everything but the kitchen, and that is your responsibility. Mr. Davenport comes with her sometimes when we need maintenance done in the house. Mrs. Davenport brings her own lunch. It's just me, Armel, and Teddy you need to worry about feeding. We have a gardener and a mechanic who doubles as our driver when we need one. They have their own homes on the property. Dave, the gardener, also takes care of the horses and dogs. The animals stay outside. I don't want you feeding them. Goldie paused her search of the cupboards and chuckled. Teddy, she said. Teddy Bear. What was your mother thinking naming him Teddy? You will not tease him about it, Max snapped. Theodore is my mother's father's name. He was a great man. Teddy should be proud of his name. Goldie couldn't resist. Yeah, but Teddy Bear? Really? My father thought it was cute. Max suddenly felt peevish and annoyed at this slip of a girl making fun of Teddy's name. Lunch is at noon, sharp. Not 12:01, not 11:59. Both Armel and I have busy schedules and can only break then. Teddy takes his lunch to school. He will have none of that bland school food. There will be times when you will have to take his lunch to him. As responsible as he is, he sometimes forgets his lunch, so you will take it. Goldie arched her eyebrows and frowned. Max had taken to pacing around the kitchen and didn't see her. Dinner, he continued, will be at 6:30 in the winter and 8 o'clock in the summer. And please, he bent and looked straight into her eyes, no French food. I hate French food. And all we need is meat, preferably beef or venison. Venison? Goldie squeaked. She had never cooked deer before. Well, that's something I may have to look up a recipe for. Just so it's not French. And, Max paused, no oatmeal, or as Armel calls it, porridge. I'm done with that. No oatmeal, meat and only meat. Breakfast 7 o'clock, lunch noon, dinner 6:30 or 8 o'clock, depending on the season. Got it. Goldie rummaged in the bottom of the pantry for the potatoes she saw there, and Max watched intently. Her form was sweet to look at. She had enough curves to make her a woman, but not enough to make her heavy.
Ooh,
Max
spicy.
held himself back. Are you ready?
Sorry, yeah, no, I didn't want to cut you off, but I was just commenting.
Okay.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready whenever, but you can go until you want to stop.
Okay, I'm almost to the end of the section.
Perfect.
Max held himself back from slapping her backside as she bent over. It was so temptingly slappable. Goldie straightened and caught the wildness in Max's eyes. She gave him a curious look and turned toward the sink. If you're going to stand there, you can help. I need some onions. Where would I find some? She paused and waited for an answer. Max's face was inscrutable. He shook his head and shrugged. Without a word, he left the room. And there we are.
And there we are.
Yes, and I found the spot. The next part is the spot that I was going to read.
Oh, for really?
Yes.
Well, if you really want to, you can do one more part. It is your, launch party.
Nah,
you can
that's
read
okay.
if you want to.
That's okay. That's okay.
Well, I think that was great. Well, shall we do some giveaways?
Yes, let's do.
Okay, let's go. I think I have everyone on here. If you don't see your name and you're pretty sure you commented, please give me a little a little reminder. I think I got everyone who said Goldie in the chat, but I am human, so I am prone to error. Okay. All right, wow, got distracted in my brain. Since we mostly are doing ebooks, she's not gonna be signing these live, but all right, you ready for some giveaway, Mom?
I will send a personal.
Oh, yes.
I will send a personal note in the email that I send the ebook in to you. And that Miranda was just about to bring up that we will need your email address if you win an ebook. If you read you can email me your email address at Sharon. It's a Sharon at SharonPalmerBooks.com. And there's so many Sharons in that. And then if you win a paper copy, what I'm giving away is my third book in the Good Shepherd's the Good Shepherd series, That Thy Days May Be Long. And I'm giving away 2 copies of those. So, and some of you already have that, but you can, have another one.
Okay, sorry. So yes, I was gonna say 2 things. If the spinny wheel sometimes makes this stream a little bit choppy, so if it's really hard for you guys to see us or understand us, please let me know. And then secondly, I am going to pin a comment that has that email address. So if you do win and you want to claim that giveaway, just email us at Sharon@SharonPalmerBooks.com, right?
Yes, and okay. It's also in the description.
It's also in the description. There's 2 ways. I know that we know a lot of you personally, so hypothetically we can find a way to give it to you, but
yeah. In fact, I probably have almost everybody. Okay, I have to ask.
But emailing us it makes it easier to keep straight. I have to ask,
is Elizabeth Smith, is that Emma?
That's a good question. Because I'm like, Elizabeth Smith, I'm pretty sure is a person I must be related to, but I feel bad because I'm like, I know there's Mary Elizabeth, but who's Elizabeth Smith? Anyway, so, yeah, so while we're doing that, we've got that pinned. Should we do our first?
That's my,
your mom. Oh, nice. Welcome.
It's Betty Deffersmith. That's all I can think of.
Oh, Betty. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, that was my second guess.
Okay. Well, I apologize for not having the info. Welcome to Betty. Okay. All right. Are we ready for the first giveaway? This one should be for an ebook, right, for Porridge and Prejudice, correct?
Yes. Sorry, okay. I was reading the chat. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. For a second I thought you had frozen. I was like, oh no, what have I done? Oh. Okay, let's do this. We're spinning for the first one, hypothetically. Like I said, sometimes these spinning wheels struggle on the live chat for me. Okay, we've got Sandy, I believe. Because that was Sandy who, well, okay, now everything's kind of frozen. Give me a second. You still there, Mom?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. I didn't mean to act frozen.
Because I was going to say, Sandy is... I asked this earlier that I forgot, but whoever was the... Now I can't find it in the chat. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it was Sandy. The Dream Right Learn Services.
It is, yes.
So that's Sandy.
Dream Right Learn.
Okay, yes, so let me write that down. 1 second. So we've got Sandy as our first winner. Congrats.
Oh, good. Thanks, Mary. Yes, Sandy, you won last time, too.
Yeah, that's true. You're kind of lucky around these parts. Okay, so that's the Prejudice.
She actually won twice because Isaac got one and she got one.
Right, that's right. Okay, let's do our next winner of the ebook. Drum roll, please. We've got Debbie as the winner, which is Debbie Graffelman, I'm pretty sure was, yes. Deborah Graffelman. Because we've also got Deborah in the chat, but as far as I know, she is not a Debbie and never will be. So that's a different person. Okay.
Yeah, Deborah and
Deborah and Debbie are in the chat, but Debbie won this time.
Oh,
also
yay!
The ebook. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely not a Debbie. I was gonna say, unless something's changed about you, like drastically.
Yeah.
I like both names, but
Absolutely.
I can't see you being a Debbie, Deborah specifically. Okay, let's do our third ebook winner. Drum roll, please. We've got Will winning the ebook. Congrats to Will.
He's
Okay.
gotten to read this several times too, I think.
Yeah, I know, right? We've got some regular winners here. Deborah harms people who call her Debbie. Ask me how I know. Nice. That's funny,
Yeah.
Austin. Um, okay, so now for our last two giveaways, you're going to be giving away a physical copy of some undetermined book. Oh, no. I remember.
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember.
That thy days may be long.
Yes, okay.
It's the third book of the series.
Would you like to talk about that book a little bit before we do the giveaway? Just a short blurb
Okay.
about it?
For those of you who have not heard of the My Good Shepherd series, it's a series of books based um, on a fictional shepherd that was the shepherd boy when Christ was born at his birth. And it follows their lives and their friendships from the day Jesus was born to the day he dies. The third book is when Jesus is not quite Jesus. He's still um, just a normal guy, and it's just him and his mother talking about him, and him interacting, and Jesus interacting with Mikhail and his family.
Cool.
So
all right, well,
they're short. They're like
Yeah, they are.
5,000 words. They're really
Yeah, they're
short,
little.
like 28 pages or something. So they're basically short stories in booklet form.
And I really like the covers on those books. I think they look
Oh,
nice.
thanks.
Yeah. But all right, let's spin for two winners for that. Let's see who we've got. Oh, if it'll stuttering a little bit, but it's going to get there. Maybe. Cross your fingers. Ashley!
Yay!
We've got all rights in the chat, I believe is what your name is on the YouTube.
Yes. On the
all
YouTube,
right, we've got Ashley winning the first copy, and then let's see who we've got for our last final, I would say, grand winner. Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh. I couldn't hear you.
You couldn't hear me?
Uh-uh.
Oh, there it goes. Our final winner is Melody.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure you already have a copy.
Too.
I might have made that up, though. Let's see.
She might not have a physical copy, but I know
That's
she has
fair.
a...
That is fair. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And also, welcome
Josh,
to...
thanks for showing up.
Is that Josh? Welcome, Josh.
Yeah.
We are about to wrap up, so that means you're the perfect timing to actually still get to be here for a minute. Nepotism? Yeah. Well, I don't think that's how that works. If the wheel's not. Anyway. But, yes, congrats to our winners. We will be getting Mom will be getting those to you very soon. But yeah. So I think that's all of our scheduled events for the day. And so now we're just saying a big, big thank you to everyone for being here. And even if you were here for just 1 minute or if you were here the whole time, we really appreciate you being here. And before we go, I know that you had a couple of things you wanted to say. First off, what's up on the horizon for Sharon Palmer Books? What do you want to talk to us about?
What's up on the horizon? I just finished my 9th book. Right now it's titled the Muma's Caribbean Caper, but I'm thinking I might change it to Nana and Muma's Caribbean Caper. But it's fun. It's about the mothers of Macy and Jeremy. And they went on a cruise, and they get involved in a jewel heist and a chase through the Costa Rican jungle, zip lines, and some karate chopping. And it's just a fun book.
That sounds fun. Two things really quick. Austin is asking, jokingly, I'm assuming, what about the oats winner? Who gets to win the oats? And then,
I do.
You do, yes, that's fair. And then Dad was just reminding us, do we want to do the Libby thing really quick?
Yes, really quick. I want everybody who has a Libby account to pull your Libby account up.
Doing it.
And
maybe if I can figure it out.
In the search, either type in Sharon Smith Palmer or Porridge and Prejudice. For those of you who have a hard time with Porridge and Prejudice, I also do,
Yes.
and so um,
I would say take the spelling from above, but it's also in cursive, so like
it's Porridge. But anyway,
porridge and
and when Porridge and Prejudice comes up,
Prejudice.
click the notify me, because I don't know if how many people it takes to
Notify
ask
me.
for this book before they will buy it and put it in Libby. So,
Oh, tag it. Okay.
yes, tag it.
Okay. Smart tag or create new tag. Okay, I will do the smart tag. Tagged Porridge and Prejudice. So I should be getting notifications if and when the library gets your book.
When it gets books in.
Yes,
Yes.
when it gets it in.
And I would, by the end of the year, every one of my books will be borrowable. You'll be able to borrow it from the library.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
If you want a physical copy, you will have to ask your librarian first.
Right.
Before they can buy it or whatever.
Right. So that's the life hack, is like you go up and you ask your librarian if they'll stock it, and then they stock it, and that's how it works.
That's how it works.
All right. Well, keep that
in mind. And then let's see.
MJ's going to try to hack the system. Sorry, one second. MJ's going to try to hack the system and see if she can reserve it on multiple library cards, or ask them to notify it about it. So
that's pretty great. Yeah, I'm sure they probably will. I'm thinking about, well, I've done it twice. I put it in there to notify me twice. Yeah. So I don't know if that means anything, but
yeah. Well, we shall see. It's a fun experiment we're all doing together. So
yes, and thank you. I appreciate you doing that.
Yes, thank you to everyone.
Borrow it, for heaven's sakes. Borrow it.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy it. You can borrow it. I still get paid either way.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yes, and then you were going to say
the last thing I wanted to say is I wanted to give a shout out to my Miranda. She is yes. A shout out to my producer and my co-host. She is amazing, and I appreciate her doing this for me. This is really great. And
thank you.
Golly, I'm getting a little wobble in my voice, like I'm going to cry. But anyway, I also want to give a shout out to my writing group, to Will and Sandy and Liz and Miranda, even though she doesn't come for the critiques.
That's fair.
I also want to give a shout out to all of you guys who have bought my books and read them, and those of you who watch my YouTube channel videos, and those who just support me in all the ways that you support me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And I kind of want to add on to that if I can. I don't have like a ton of live stream experience, but from the little bit I have, I do know how nice it is to have people who are in the chat commenting, and like you guys have been a lot of fun, and like I mean I know a lot of you in person, which makes it even better to like see your name on there. It just makes me really happy. But I just want to say thank you all for being here and for like commenting, and even if there were lurkers, like it's just really nice. Like it was really nice vibes here in the chat today. So
yes,
and it's been a fun live stream. It's been really fun. So yes. Any other thoughts? From anyone? Melissa, or sorry, MJ is gonna do with 5 library cards. Wow, huh?
But MJ's gonna do it with 5 library cards?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you guys are really rallying today, or just great support from all of you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Lots of hearts and fun things in the chat, but yes. Anyway, yes. Any last thoughts you wanted to say, Mom?
It's almost my bedtime.
Yeah, that's it. That's the sign. Okay. Well, we'll see you all again. Maybe a live stream in the future. You'll see Mom again, definitely on YouTube videos, and you will read her books if you want to. And we will get those winners sent their books, and that is all for now. So thank you for being here at this party, and hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. All right. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.